2560 by 1080 has been an ultra-wide resolution that has been easily powered for a while now, and it's its bigger brother, 3440 by 1440, that poses the big issue of power. How to power that many pixels whilst keeping graphics settings at ultra. And I can say now that that issue has been dealt with. The 1080 Ti just crushes games. So I personally continued my trend of buying third-party variants of GPUs, and this was no exception, this time choosing the MSI model of the card, the Gaming X11G. I was originally going to go with EVGAs for the Win 3, but due to stock shortages, decided the MSI card was just as good a purchase. So obviously the big question is, how well does it run games at 3440 by 1440? So upon getting the GPU installed, I went and ran my favourite beautiful games. Those games that are exceptionally gorgeous. Those for me were The Witcher 3, Assassin's Creed Unity, Crysis 3, Ghost Recon Wildlands, GTA 5, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Sniper Elite 4 and Far Cry 4. There are obviously some others, but this list should give you a nice idea of the prowess of this card. And the simple conclusion is every game I tried in this list could take from high to ultra settings with roughly MSAA ×2 anti-aliasing and hold 60 FPS in pretty much every moment. And these games at 3440 by 1440 on high settings look unreal. I had gotten so used to turning settings low for games on a GTX 980 Ti at 3440 by 1440 that I am totally appreciating the gorgeous graphical fidelity these titles have. Take Ghost Recon Wildlands as a perfect example of this. Compare this footage from when I originally covered the game to what I'm running now on the 1080 Ti. The difference is massive and the frame rate is massive. It really can be said that this is the perfect GPU for ultra-wide gaming. Now obviously the big question is how much money is this kind of performance worth, and personally I paid roughly £750 for this card. Those in the USA will obviously pay notably less for the card, so this should be understood, but regardless wherever you are, this is one hell of a big price tag just for a GPU. Now, I bought this card primarily for the channel. I want to be able to provide the best for you guys, so I need to step back and pretend I didn't have the channel. Would I have bought this GPU? And honestly, no is the answer, because I probably would only have just upgraded to a 3440 by 1440 panel, as they are still significantly pricey, and so not valued spending all my spare cash on the top-end GPU at the same time. I probably would have gone for a 1080 now that they've seen a price drop. So yeah, clearly this 1080 Ti is still a very premium owner's card. Well, mostly because whilst yes it is still very expensive, it does provide a gigantic amount of power. It's not a small increase over a card that is half its price, it's a massive increase. You aren't paying a massive premium compared to budget cards like you would if you bought the Titan XP. That said though, if you own a £1,000 screen and yet don't have the GPU to match, then that is kind of crazy. If you're going to spend that kind of money on a panel like the Predator X34 or Swift or similar offerings, then you need to factor in purchasing the GPU to match. And honestly, I would say the 1080 Ti is the first GPU that's perfect for 3440 by 1440. It has the horsepower to tackle all those pixels at pretty much highest graphical detail in every game you throw at it. All in all, I'm bloody happy with this card, and the ironic thing with my 980 Ti blowing up meant that I was playing on a GTX 670, and it made me truly appreciate the power of the 1080 Ti, as I went immediately from playing the 670 to the 1080 Ti in the same day. Anyway, I know the 1080 Ti has been covered to death lately, but I just wanted to give my quick opinion from an ultra-wide perspective, as we all know it's a view that is painfully undercovered. As always, for anything ultra-wide, be it gaming, tech news, reviews, etc., head over to my channel page or website and I'm sure there'll be something of interest there. If not, then leave a comment down below with what you'd like to see and I'll try and cover it. And if you'd like to support the channel, the links to my Patreon page are in the description and Amazon affiliate links are there too. See you later.